Hello, orchid friends! On October 30th of this year, I found myself in the Botanical Gardens of Copenhagen. They have an orchid house, or an orchid room, I should say, in the greenhouse that's only open a few hours a week. And so my friend and I spent a little bit of time going through this beautiful, wonderful greenhouse. Unfortunately, I didn't really have that much time, and there were also many people in front of me and behind me, so I was a bit rushed. So I didn't really get a chance to write down many of the names of the orchids. Some of them were very unfamiliar to me as well, but for the most part, not many things were in bloom. I guess end of October is not the best time to see blooms, but I will show you what I did see. So here we are, going through the first part of the room, just one of the shelves, and here's a gorgeous pink Cattleya type in bloom. Sunlight looks so beautiful on the shining petals. You can see that they're basically just placed along the shelf, allowed to do their own thing. But many of the orchids are hanging. So they have a huge collection of stanhopias. Unfortunately, none of them were in bloom at the time, but they had some beautiful specimens. If I lived in Copenhagen, I would probably go there all the time. You'll see in a moment, when we pass the dendrobiums, that there are not only stanhopias, but a number of mounted orchids along one of the walls. You can see it in the distance, probably. There's a little epidendrum in bloom. People kept having to go around me. It was a really nice but small space, and there were no experts around as far as I could tell. Polycichia, I think? Meaning the growers were not really around. There was someone who opened the room, and that was about it. So I was really hoping to ask questions, or at least have a conversation with some experts about some of the orchids that were there, but I did not get a chance, unfortunately. But you'll see there's one orchid that's coming up that's very impressive and enormous, and I have no idea what it is. Well, I have some idea, but I don't think I know what it is. So if you do know what this is, please comment. Please, because I've been just dying to know. See, there's tons of Spanish moss that they've placed everywhere. And here we are, the wall of mounted orchids. I really loved this. I thought it was just so beautifully displayed. Plants looked so happy. Everything was very humid. The bulbs, everybody's pseudobulbs were all big and plump. Leaves all looking good. It was a really nice space. Very narrow. You can see I sort of got stuck there. Lots of greenery. Unfortunately, not so many blooms. Here's a few, though. I'm sure these will be familiar to many of you. It was a little too far for me to try and smell it. It was a nice little surprise. There's a potting station. Moving on. Just wanted to show you how many were hanging. Now here we are. This is the plant I'm talking about. So I suspect that this is some sort of vanilla, but I really can't tell. I've never seen vanilla flowers that were this colorful. You can see I try to zoom in to see what that says, and it's just what the plant is growing on. That's not what the orchid is. It's just this huge vine that's growing all over the greenhouse.